Hey there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tiana James. I am a full spectrum menstrual cycle awareness educator, and I help women restore balance to their reproductive health and finally heal from their debilitating symptoms. Now, I usually use this channel to spread women's wellness knowledge and information that hopefully you can use as preventative care. But today I'm coming to you from my role as a licensed cosmetologist and master hairstylist. And if you're looking at me like, oh my gosh, she looks different, I am different. I have free hair. My hair is free. Last time you saw me, I had locks in my hair. And I combed them out again. Yes, again. If you scroll down my channel, you'll see a video that I did a while ago talking about the first time that I combed out my traditional locks, transitioned into the interlock process. And that was a while ago. I'm not exactly sure how long ago it was, but I've had since the first lock installment, it's been a year and a half. So I got my first lock installment. This is January right now. We're at the last day of January, January 31st, 2024. My first lock installment was in either June or July. I think it was June of 2022. And I combed them out in December of 2022, and I started over with the interlocks in January of 2023. So now we're here a year later, and I combed out my locks, which is not very surprising to the people who know me, especially my clients who've been coming to me for years. This whole year and a half, they're like, so how long you keeping your locks? How long you keeping your locks? And I'm like, locks are permanent hairstyles. Like, you keep them forever, right? Usually people do. Well, me, I'm kind of different. I have been changing my hair since I was a teenager. I always change my hairstyles. I'm always cutting my hair. I'm always growing out my hair. I'm always coloring my hair. I always change my hair, and my clients and my friends and my family, they know this about me. And like I said, the main question has been how long are you keeping your locks? How long are you going to keep them? How long are you keep them? And at first I used to say like forever, like I'm going to keep, this is who I'm going to be. And the last few months, maybe last 6 months, I'm like, I don't know how long I'm going to keep them, however long I feel like keeping them. And when I feel like changing, I'm going to change, like I've always been doing. But the reason that I started them in the first place is over the last few years, really like over the last 5 years, I've been really, really busy with taking care of myself as a woman, taking care of my 2 children. If you don't know me personally, I have a 10-year-old son. I have a 6-year-old daughter. Being, in my marriage, I've been married this year coming up on 7 years. I've been in a relationship with my husband for almost, I think it's been 12 or 13 years. So, being in my relationship, just got this home about almost 7 years ago too, which was a fixer-upper. So it's just been a lot going on in my life, and those are my priorities. Myself first, my children, my marriage, my home, and my businesses. I run my business. Like I said, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've had a full clientele for the last 20 years, almost 20 years since I've started working in the salon. And it's a lot. Like, running your own business is a lot. But on top of that, starting in 2018, I started a online conscious beauty and wellness shop where I retailed Black women-owned clean skincare and body care products, hair care, skincare, and body care products. And that was a lot, which I thought would be easy and smooth, but it was so much. The marketing and promoting took a lot out of me. Um, it's been very busy. And then also, I've been in my internship for the last 2 years, which is not, well, the program is supposed to take 2 years, but the internship is only for 1 year. Well, I've been in this program over the last 10 years because I keep taking leave of absences because all the things that I keep putting myself into. Hold on, let me straighten this up. I just keep putting myself into things like, I want to do this, and then I'll just go start it impulsively. And I want to do that, and I'll go start it impulsively. And it takes me away from what my focus is, which this year I am keeping myself focused daily. Daily, keeping myself focused on the top priorities. Again, myself, taking care of myself. I take care of myself before I take care of anything else. And then my kids are next, my marriage is next, my home and my businesses. Okay. And so I wanted to get the locs because I just wanted to take something off of my plate. Like, as you can see, I have a lot of hair. And actually, this is the most amount of hair I've had in the last 6 years, I'll say. But even 6 years ago, because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I let my hair grow out and I had really big hair. And I wore it curly, I wore it straight. That was the longest that I had let my hair grow out, probably in 10 years. So this is more hair than I had when I was pregnant with my daughter. And so I feel like this is the longest hair I've had in the last 10 years. But hair takes time. If anybody does their own hair or go to the hair salon, you know that you're going to spend at least 2 hours on your hair, right? As a Black woman. And I just wanted to take something off my plate. I came from, right after having my daughter, probably like a year after having my daughter, I went through some emotional and mental things. When I look back on it, I do believe that I was experiencing postpartum depression. But of course, after you have a baby, most women's hair falls out a little bit. And, right around here, my hair just thinned out so much. And I remember looking in the mirror and I was like, oh, I just look so ugly. Like, I felt ugly. I already was just exhausted from the business that I had just started on top of being a hairstylist. And I was exhausted and my hair was making me feel sad. When I would look at myself, like, this hair is just horrible, it's ugly, and I feel sad. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut it all off, which I've done before. But when I cut it all off, and I wore a pixie cut before, it was with the relaxer. But I knew that I never wanted to have a relaxer again, mainly because I cannot take that burning. I have very sensitive skin, very sensitive scalp. I just can't do the burning anymore. I can't sit there and allow myself to have these chemical burns anymore. I just can't do that to myself anymore. And also being more aware of how toxic chemicals affect overall body health, but especially reproductive health. I just definitely will not apply a relaxer to my skin again, ever. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to cut all of my hair off. And I did. I shaved it all down, which was so liberating. It was the best decision I have ever made in regards to my hair, because I was just free. I always work out a lot. I love to work out, and I especially love to work out at home. But I was a runner at the time. I was always running my miles every day. And I wanted to have a hairstyle where I did not have to worry about keeping my hair straight. And so I shaved it all off. I wore a fade for about 2, probably 3 years. And I love that. But then, of course, I like to switch it up, always seeing styles that I want to try, and I just wanted to grow my hair out again. But I know that every time I grow my hair out, by the and when I grow it out, I wear natural styles. So I will be doing twist outs and wash and goes, and that's all fine until I get about 4 inches of hair. It's like it takes too long to do. I have to do, what do you call it? Like I have to refresh my curls more often. And it's just a lot of time that I don't want to spend on hair. And so I said, you know what? I want to let my hair grow out. I didn't want it to be short anymore. I wanted it to grow out. I wanted hair on my head. And so I said, I'm going to try locks because I love locks. I always see women with locks and I've always wanted to try locks, but I knew that I didn't want to be locked into a hairstyle forever. But I said, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to try it and let's see. And got the locks and love them. I love them. I love my locks. I still, when I decided to take them out, I still love them. I just wanted to try other things. And so here we are. What got me here is, like I said, I started over with the interlocking method in January of 2023. And I thought that the interlocking method was really permanent. Like when you get the interlocking method, the only way to take them out was to cut them off. That's what I thought. I knew that with the traditional locks, it's possible to comb them out. I actually had a client a while ago who she had locks for, I think, about 20 years, maybe 10 years, but at least 10 years she had her locks and she combed them out and she started coming to me. And so I knew that you could comb out the traditional locks, but I did not know that you can comb out the interlocks. And then this past summer, I had a client come to me. She was my client before she went to locks in 2020 through the, stay at home orders. She decided to lock her hair. And so she came this summer with half of her locks combed out, and she had the interlocking method too. And she came, well, she had more than half of them combed out. She just had like about 12 of them left. She was coming to get her hair cut and go back into her shortcut. She was getting relaxer and everything, but she had about 12 locks left. And I combed them out for her. It took forever. It took forever to comb those 12 locks out, but it made me realize that with patience and skill, you can comb these locks out. And so a couple months later, of course, I'm doing these hairstyles. I'm seeing these hairstyles. I'm like, oh, itching to try, like, get new hairstyles. I want a different look. So one night as I put on a movie, I'm like, you know what? I'm just about to see like what it's gonna take to comb these locks out. So I started in the bottom first, like the first 2 rows. I just started, and I have these combs, and I think the brand is called Cricket. I'm not sure because it is not on there anymore, but it's this rat tail comb. It's a really strong comb. It's not your usual rat tail comb that you'll find at like a Chinese beauty supply. So really, really, really strong comb. And I love these combs. I get them from, I live in Detroit, so in the Metro Detroit area, I get them from the Windsor Beauty Supply. And I decided to just start at the bottom. I only used the rat tail part of the comb only. I started at the bottom of my lock, and I just started using the rat tail just to break it apart. I didn't comb it or anything. I just broke them apart and just moved up, broke them apart. Used my fingers to kind of pull them apart, just broke it apart with the rat tail comb only. And once I got it all like loose, there was a lot of hair that would come out in each one, which did not alarm me because I know as a licensed cosmetologist, and everyone should know that our hair sheds every day. We lose about 100 strands of hair every single day, and that's normal and that's natural. Um, and so whenever you're wearing protective styles, whenever your hair is braided up, if it's locked, then your hair is still going to shed, but it just stays trapped in your braid or your lock. That's actually what creates the lock. The hair that sheds out mats up and creates the lock. That's how your hair is locked. It's locked with the old hair that's shed out. And so it didn't alarm me when I saw like a lot of hair come out of just one. And then once I got the lock completely loose, I use this. This is a Cricut comb, also very strong comb. I get it from Windsor Beauty Supply also. I love these combs. They have the space in it for parting, even though it doesn't give you a precise part because it's so thick and fat, but it is good for parting. I think it's called a cutting comb, but it's a Cricut carbon comb, and this is like a cutting comb. But I use this side, the wide tooth, to just comb, comb it through from the bottom on up to detangle it. And then once it was all detangled, I just twisted it back up. And so I got the first bottom rows, the two bottom rows completed in that one sitting of watching a movie. And I would say like each lock took about 30 minutes. And so that's a long time. Yeah, between 20 to 30 minutes for each lock. And like I said, I twisted them back up right after we were done. And I'm like, okay, do I want to do this? Do I want to devote this time to this? And I said, yeah, I want to free my hair up. I want to free it up. And so that started in November. And like I said, it's January right now. It's actually been almost a week since I've had them out. Last week I finished taking them out, and then I spent a night taking down all of the twists that I put in my hair. Because like I said, every time I fully detangle one, I twisted it back up. So then I had 111 locks. And so I had to take all of those twists down, and I washed it. On my last video that I did about my locks, I had dark hair. But if you follow me on Instagram at starring.tiana, you will see that I colored my hair about some months ago, probably like 6, 7, 8 months ago. I colored my hair to like this coppery blonde color. And so once I took them out, I knew that I didn't want to have the light colored hair. I always do that too. I go back and forth with colors. I see these light colors and I'm like, oh, I want my hair to be like that. But then when I color my hair, I'm like, it's too light. I'm already very light skinned. So I feel like the light hair just kind of washes me out a little bit. So I colored it back dark. I always love my hair dark. I used to wear my hair jet black. But now when I color it dark, I don't do jet black anymore. I just do like a dark brown, which this is dark brown, even though it looks like kind of jet black, it's dark brown. If you see me in different lights, especially outside, you'll see like the reddish brown tones in it. But I use a demi-permanent. Demi-permanents use 9 or 10 volume developer, so they really like the color really just penetrates the strand and it holds really good in there. They start off a little darker, but they'll fade out. So I wanted my hair back dark, and I wanted it back dark because I wanted to match the weave that I bought. The extensions that I bought them from heatfreehair.com. I've been buying hair from heatfreehair.com. It's been a few years. It's been probably since it was since 2016 because I wore that hair when I got married, I wore the hair. I buy the blowout hair. So I don't like really straight silky hair. I just don't like straight silky hair. I like big hair. And the blowout hair is like just like it's described, it's hair that's just like it's blown out. Now it's a little bit straighter than this, and then it has like this little kinky kind of wave to it. But I bought the blowout hair, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably gonna do like a half up, half down sew in. I think I have my eyes set on that for now. But what I plan to do is so that was a week ago, almost a week ago, when I washed it and colored it. And that weekend I had something to do. I had a party to go to. My friend had a birthday party. And so I had to do something to my hair that night to just, make myself presentable, because I wasn't going to go like this. And so I just pulled it all up into this like sleek bun with my blowout hair, made like a really large bun. And I actually like had left out my little points on the side. I had like this bun that was all the way up, and I left out my points and I curled them. And I didn't curl it like with heat. I turned the heat down. And I passed over it probably like 2 to 3 times, and I already relaxed my curl pattern right here, which I'm kind of upset, because I want my hair to stay curly, because one of the styles I want to wear are comb coils. When I started with my first set of locks with the traditional method, we started with comb coils, which I really, really, really love that style. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see my hair. It was a lot shorter, but you'll see like the comb coils that I had. I really love that style, and I just want to wear those. I want to wear the comb coils most of the time, keep them for a few weeks, wash it out, do it over. I know that I want to keep my natural curl pattern. I do not want to lose my natural curl pattern, because I like to wear my natural styles. I like to wear twist outs. And so I don't want to compromise my natural curl pattern by putting heat in it. And my hair is very thick. It's very, I wouldn't say it's coarse, but it is kinky. It has a really tight curl when it's wet, and it's very strong, but my strands are fine, if you know what that means. They're fine. They're thin strands. I got a lot of strands, but my strands are thin individually. And so they're very sensitive to heat, color, and relaxers. My hair breaks off easily if I do too much to it. So I'm not going to be straightening it much, because like I said, I don't want to lose my curl pattern. I just finished washing my hair, and I shampooed it, and I gave myself a reconstructor treatment under the dryer just to strengthen it. I actually thought that I was going to have a lot less hair than this when I combed out my locks. I was very surprised to see that I have all of this hair. My hair is longer than it was in my locks. I did not know that I was going to have this much hair. I'm very surprised, but I'm happy about it, because I want my hair. I know that where I am today, I want my hair to grow as long as it can, but I want to keep it in its natural state. So I just did a wash and reconstructor. I do need to trim the ends, or just get like a good shape up cut, because I want it to be layered. I want it to be blunt on the ends with full layers. So I'm going to attempt to trim it myself, because the one stylist that I reached out to, she didn't have any availabilities that I could make. So I'm going to try to do it myself, so that I'm going to put the sew in my hair this weekend, a half up, half down sew in, and just put my hair away so that I don't continue to, mess with it. Like I said, it's been a week since I've had it down, and I just been wearing it in after that night of my friend's birthday party, I didn't like the bun actually, but I had to wear it because I had to go. I had to go really fast. And so after that, I took it down and I just been wearing like two like bun ponytails. My daughter said I look like that girl Lele. um but so right now you see that I just blow dried it. This is what it looks like after I just blow dried it. And the ends are not getting straight too much because they need to be cut off. I need to cut these ends off. I'm not a girl that likes to hold on to length just because I want my hair to be long. I like my ends to be blunt and even. I like even hair all the way around, like healthy looking hair. So I will be trimming my ends. So I just wanted to come on here and show that, like I said, this channel is usually for me to share the wellness information and knowledge. But like I said, I'm also a licensed hairstylist, licensed cosmetologist, and hairstylist. So, you know, sometimes I'm going to be coming to you with a beauty segment because that is my first love. Beauty is my first love. I love hair. I love, you know, taking care of hair. I'm a natural hair care specialist. So I will be coming to you with my hair journey sometimes. Like I said, it's been a long time since I talked to you about my hair, and I just wanted to show the transition from the interlocking method to free hair. And like a lot of people are like, I didn't know that you can do that. Like I didn't either, but I'm here to show you that you can comb out your locks. It's going to take a lot of time. Like I said, it took me 2 months to comb it out, but I wasn't doing it every single day. I would do it like a few on the weekend, just like at nighttime when I winding down just to watch a movie. Like I don't sit down to watch TV a lot at all, but at nighttime, sometimes on the weekend, I will turn on a movie just to go to sleep, but I turn on a movie just to take my hair down. And it takes a lot of patience. Do not try to comb through your hair really fast. If you want to keep your hair, I would just say know that it is going to take a while, especially for each individual lock is going to take time. And I took my time because I knew I wanted to keep as much hair as possible, even though I didn't know I was going to have this much hair. But yeah, you can do it. You can comb out your locks and you can have healthy hair. I've only had that set of locks for 1 year, so that may make a difference also. If you've had your locks longer than a year, a lot of people have had their locks for 10 years. It might be different. You might need more of a cut when you're done taking them down. And then depending on, you know, just how your hair texture and density is from the beginning, if you already have thick, strong hair, you probably will end up with thick, strong hair afterwards too, if you take your time and be very careful with combing out your locks. So, I will not be coming back to update you all on what it looks like after it's trimmed. But if you want to see what my hair looks like, follow me on Instagram. Again, at starring.tiana, starring.tianna. You can find me on Instagram. I do, you know, stories sometimes, and then I do my menstrual cycle awareness content there. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Check back with me. I'm going to be releasing some videos around the topics of reproductive health really soon. I just did an interview with one of my clients a couple of days ago, so I'll be releasing that video also in a couple of days. And I have another video coming up about the 3 cyclic events that occur throughout the entire reproductive cycle. So just more women's wellness knowledge and information that you can use as preventative care, because I do believe that when we are fully informed and educated about how our bodies work, we make totally different decisions regarding our bodies and our reproductive health and the kind of practices that we have around pharmaceuticals, medical treatments, and just everyday lifestyle and diet habits. I I know will change once you understand how your body works. So I had originally planned to have my videos come out every week, but I'm still in my internship and I have to keep reminding myself to keep my eye on the prize. I'm supposed to be completing all of my reports and the last two tests that I have by March 31st. And I just cannot let anything get in the way. So I haven't been recording my videos as much as I planned to do originally, but I will get more consistent after I've completed my internship because I have to get done with this. And so I hope to see you all on my next video. Like I said, if you like it, please click like, please subscribe, help me get my subscriber count up. Liking my videos will help algorithm put my videos out and in front of more people so that I can get more viewers and more subscribers. So please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share also. And again, if you can't wait till my next video, follow me over on IG at starring.tiana. I'm also on Facebook too, Tiana James. I'm Tiana James, starring.tiana everywhere on all social media platforms. Thank you for watching this video. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.